Hey everyone, it's Libby from Master Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramah First Nations people on whose traditional lands these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energy. I really hope that you are starting to get into some connection with your guides through a few videos I did, I think last week if I remember correctly, and some videos, seeking out the videos on the Meister's Guidance channel. Because, boy, it's an amazing energy to be in and I want you to share it. Now, looking through my notepad, I have so many topics written down over pages and pages. So what am I going to have a look at this time? I am going to have a look at, Fauci, actually, of all things. So what's happening now is the GOP have gone into full-on attack mode against Fauci in regards. This is a respected virologist, whatever else he is, for decades. And because he spoke the truth during the COVID pandemic, and if you don't agree with me, time to stop watching. Don't leave any nasty comments, please, because they will simply be deleted. Because Fauci spoke the truth as he knew it at the time, because you've got to remember this was a moving pandemic that they were learning about literally every day. It wasn't day one we knew everything about this pandemic. So he was putting out what was known at the time. Anyhow, so the GOP are attacking him willy-nilly, and basically what they're doing is, it's similar to, okay, so if you cast your mind back in regards merely days or a week or so, the GOP House under Jim Jordan brought forward an attack on the DOJ and the FBI. And in the committee whatever it was, the GOP brought forward two opinion pieces, two people who gave their opinions about the DOJ and the FBI, and the Democrats on the committee brought volumes of factual information, reports, paper trails, declarations, you name it, and basically the GOP were laughed out of the house in regards to it. It was just absolutely a pathetic showing. They're now attacking Fauci in the same way that they're attacking Hunter Biden, because what they're doing is they're trying to give their base someone to hate on. Really? So I'm just going to see how it's going. I just want to have a look. I'm being drawn to my Gilded Tarot Royale in regards to this. These are my sort of really non-aligned cards, if I say. I've got ones that are sort of for the idiocy, ones for the money, ones for the government. These are my non-aligned cards. Interesting that the devil is on the base. The devil energy that the GOP are bringing on. So basically they're doing a Hunter Biden style attack where they have no proof, no information. So I'm just going to see how's Fauci feeling. How's he feeling? What's the energy around Fauci? And then is he going to actually push back and sue Hunter Biden style? You'll notice that now that Hunter Biden has started a court case against the GOP in regards to the attacks. They've stopped talking about him against the GOP members. They've stopped talking about him and they've pivoted now to Fauci. So I'm just going to have a look at the Fauci energy. Goodness me, just really, he's been a respected scientist and research leader for so long, and all of a sudden these gooses that are trying to stop science actually even being taught in schools are suddenly attacking him and calling him a liar. He must just be... He's just so frustrated, is what I'm feeling. Frustrated. Anyhow, show me how the energies around Fauci in regards to this GOP, the GOP attacking. Thank you, guys. Okay, what we have at the base here is a solid foundation. Thank you. Like all cards in the tarot deck, they have several meanings. If I was looking at a reading on money laundering, this would be the dark money card. But because I'm doing a reading on the energies of Fauci at this stage, this is telling me that he's solid. He's solid, it's a solid foundation, he has the facts on his side. However, he is feeling like he's down in this dungeon, so to speak. But yeah, he's being a researcher. He's had a fairly... I have family that are researchers. It's a pretty isolating career. But he has the solid on his side. Solidity on his side. Challenged by the Three of Cups or crossed by the Three of Cups. He's got circles of support. So he's got the facts and he's got the emotional support. So I'm glad about that. Right. What's going on behind the scenes, what's affecting him behind the scenes is Strength card. So he is an incredibly strong figure. He knows his strength in the information that he was being brought forward, but he's being wounded by the strength of this attack on him. So this is the wounded in battle card, having to retreat to repair, self-nurture oneself, protect oneself. But what he's finding is he has the strength of truth on his side, but he's finding that he's just under attack, is what I'm getting. Under attack, it is affecting his health as it would. And he has stepped back. So he's stepped back he's been out of the limelight for a while now. So just the fact that they're attacking him. So what I'm getting, he is under the strength of this attack. He's just going to step right back. He's stepping right back. Okay, what's coming out of it? What's falling out of this energy behind the scenes? Interesting. Okay, so what we have here, Queen of Pentacles, a powerful, feminine, compassionate, empathetic energy, bringing forward a new opportunity, bringing forward security and protection on the home front, bringing forward, it can be money, but I'm not feeling it's money in this case. So thank you. Bringing forward the information, the solid foundation information that helped those in the United States, of his giving help to those that needed it. Right. He cannot, okay, yeah. He's feeling like he's under attack for supplying the information that helped how many millions of Americans not die. Okay. The energies, the karma hanging over him at the moment. He's feeling like he's been betrayed by these lies and the work that went on behind the scenes. He's still working hard behind the scenes in regards to this information. I'm feeling that this pentacle is information, not and research information, not money. But he's feeling like He's feeling like somebody is stealing the truth in regards to the hard work that went on. Someone is stealing the truth. Okay, going forward, we have this GOP, devil energy, a lot of messaging getting out there that they're putting forward, but we do have the Star of Hope. So this is the GOP putting a lot of messaging over it, but the Star of Hope, the star of the best of the democratic system, but the star of truth and honesty and faith something's going to come forward out of left field, which leads me into my next reading on this. So in the face of this, so there is going to be more attacks, but this is going to lead into my next reading, and he feels like the truth has been stolen. The truth has been stolen despite all the hard work that was being done. They're not terribly bad in cards there for him. On the base we have betrayal and sabotage of the truth that was being brought forward. We have the seedy underbelly being exposed, and we have the harsh truth. The truth is actually going to be brought forward, but the betrayal of the hard work that went on behind the scenes, and the progress again that was being made, and the progress that was made in regards to this pandemic. This betrayal is going to be exposed as the truth comes forward. So let's have another look. So I want to have a look to see whether Fauci will actually take legal action against the GOP in regards to this. Will Fauci take legal action against the GOP? Will Fauci take legal action against the GOP? Sorry, I glanced at... I've got US banking industry written down there. I'm going to have a look at that tomorrow, so assuming nothing happens between now and then. So let's have a look. The US banking industry. Something new is going to be born out of this collapse. I'll have a look at it tomorrow. Come on, brain, get back to Fauci. The collapses. So there's 2 now collapsed, 20 that are under threat. A lot of the, I'm just going to put it out there, the regulations that would have prevented this were removed by the Trump administration, but it is also going to bring forward a new way of doing things, because the fact that the Reserve Bank, like the Reserve Bank in Australia, they literally have one lever they can pull to slow the economy, which is increasing interest rates, which affects only 30% of those that have mortgages, but then flows on to another 30% who are renting. But it is only about 5% of those, and if it's similar to Australia, that have mortgages, because only those 5% have big enough mortgages that they are affected. We'll look at it tomorrow. Okay, get back to Fauci. Will Fauci, Dr. Fauci, start a court case against, will Dr. Fauci bring any sort of court case against the GOP for slandering, for slander, disinformation? Will Fauci bring court case? Fauci's reaction to the GOP. Fauci's court case, something's fallen out there. Thank you. Right, interesting card. Oh, okay, so I've got 2 cards that have fallen out. I've got the walking away. Interesting. As we have a rebalancing moderation. I've got 3 cups are tipped over here. Walking away, walking towards. I'm getting a walking towards. So 3 cups are tipped over, which is the abuse that he's been copping, which is emotionally quite upsetting for him. And this figure is walking towards the moon. So remember, the moon card is the exposure. Thank you. We've got fire and water in these 2 cups here, and this is a Mars energy card. Not that I know anything about astrology. I just know that Mars is an action card, action planet. Can be an aggressive action, or it can be a purposeful action. So I'm seeing the fact that Fauci's quite fired up about this, and quite emotional about this. And I think he's going to take action to rebalance the truth, rebalance the messaging that's getting out there, is what I'm being told. And we have the Sun of Illumination here. Foundation of this reading, a new plan being brought forward to get the message out there. So I'm going to say yes, he is actually going to bring action. He wants a clarity. So this is about bringing forward a very clear message. And it's also a new start. So I'm thinking yes. Okay, what's gone on in the background? The Page of Pentacles. In the past was bringing forward the information. Remember that Pentacles in that other draw I just did was about the pandemic information. So this was him bringing forward the pandemic information in the past. Crowning this reading is reaping what they sow. So I did ask if he was going to bring forward some sort of legal action or court case. This is reaping what they sow. So this is about the information that's been put out there. There are going to be consequences to it. Okay, in the immediate future, Fauci is faced with which path does he take in regards to the message he wants to get out there. There is the lit path, but there's also the dark thicket. It is a crossroads moment for him about this messaging that he wants to get out there. And I think he's going to take the lit path, but we'll see how it goes. He has the strength of the stag here. It does lead to the mountains, which can be somewhat of an obstacle, but it's the valley through the mountains. The valley through the obstacles is what I'm getting here. Okay. Externally for him, this is the solid foundation card again. The information was solid. Internally for him, it's about packing up the truth and moving it forward, bringing forward the truth. Internally for him, the hopes and fears is the Lover's card. It is about an unbalanced partnership here. Thank you. They're saying, look at the image. You've got the sun shining here. You have the masculine aggressor. So you have the aggressive side of the partnership fading under the light of the sun. And the compassionate feminine side, I'm trying to think how to put it. It is about the growth and the health and the supportiveness, etc. side is staying strong between the pillars of wisdom here. So what I'm getting is that the GOP attack is going to fade. The aggressive attack is going to fade as information is brought forward. The Three of Swords, the three swords of truth piercing the heart of the betrayal and sabotage, and the abuse of power. This GOP is an abuse of power. So there is going to be an emotional message being brought forward about this attack under the guise of an abuse of power. Here we have the Moon card again, being brought to the surface, this empiric, my way or the highway, I control, therefore you shall do energy. It's going to be exposed and restricted. An offer's going to be made that is somewhat disappointing, but we have the slow and steady progress forward in regards to this legislation. It is a crossroads moment, Two of Swords, in regards to the truth that is causing some anxiety. But here we have the King of Pentacles now. I'm not going to call it my trump card in regards to this. I'm seeing this card as a strength of the information that was put out there. The strength of Fauci. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to call it that he is going to, it may not go to legal action, but he's going to threaten legal action to stop this abuse, and the GOP are going to be forced to close their mouths. How about I put it politely? Yeah, they're going to be forced and they're going to be restricted in regards to this. It's going to go similar to the DOJ FBI attack. It's going to go along the similar veins of the Hunter Biden attack. It's literally going to fall apart. Okay, thank you for joining me. Love to you all. Take care, and I'll catch you tomorrow.